Like no other president has had such low ratings from the people. So many people disagree with his policies. So I guess I have to really disagree with her comment saying that it's American war, when I would have to say it's more of a President Bush war. And the reason that I believe that President Bush didn't go into Saudi Arabia instead of Iraq is because of alliances that are had in the oil industry, which he is considered to be a part of himself. And so I just wanted to kind of inject that into the conversation and stuff because I felt like that was kind of biased and doesn't actually speak truth as to what is going on in the American political system. So
yeah, that previous speaker is very anti-American, you know. So yeah, she doesn't represent all the views of most Australians either. Like
I'm also an environmentalist and a conservationist. I'm opposed to nuclear power, but like while she was speaking, she didn't actually explain why she would be opposed to nuclear power. The reason I'm opposed to it is because there's no way to dispose of it that isn't actually, like, it risks harming people who come into contact with it. So to activate nuclear power, to use nuclear power, is actually dangerous because, like, in the past, like when we were studying Australian history, we were talking about how there was a dumping ground in the bush area in the middle of Australia. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but what happened is a lot of Aboriginal people died, and people who were in charge of taking care of that waste they developed cancer because of it, because of the radioactivity and stuff. So there's a history of bad nuclear waste management in Australia. And so I think before they decide to go and just jump into doing nuclear power, they should consider what would be the consequence of going into nuclear power. And because that's a big issue, I think.
What about, in the US there's that mountain sort of...
in Colorado?
Yeah, they're digging big tunnels into it to bury the stuff.
I can speak about that. In Colorado, there's a mountain where they put the nuclear waste there just because... I think it has to do with the depth of the mountain and stuff. And because it's removed from people. Yeah. But many Coloradans, they don't actually agree with that. They're upset that the government has claimed that land as their own to put waste there. I haven't yet heard about like the consequences, whether people have been affected by it and are coming to have cancer or anything like that. But I know that Coloradans are pretty upset about it, that the government has done that, just gone ahead and said, we're going to put the waste here, this land is reserved for waste. And I think Australians in the same sense have had that problem where like the Aboriginals ended up suffering because of the government's decision to say, oh, Britain can dispose of nuclear waste here, they can do nuclear testing and atomic bomb testing in the middle of our country. But I think that's the importance of having people involved in the governmental system, local people, because they know where they're at the best. They know the changes that are going to happen if like nuclear waste is injected into it and stuff. So it's important, I think, to have local people involved in the governmental system. So, as I already said, I'm American. I'm from California.
G'day, love. G'day, mate. How you going? Let's do the shrimp on the barbie.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from California. I study in New York State. My major is sociology and philosophy. My minor is environmental studies. So I'm pretty well versed in a lot of different areas. And I was a pre-law student. Our law system's a bit different. You have to get your bachelor's degree before you go to law school.
All right.
So,
you're talking about psycho. You were psycho. You did psych. You did psychology.
Oh, sociology.
Sociology.
It's a study of societies.
All right. What about the environment? What is America doing about the environment, the pollution?
I must say that America is not doing as much as they should be doing about pollution issues. I should say the United States of America specifically.
Hang on, girl.
Huh?
This will be the next America in another 10 years. We have the resources. We bring people from all over the world, but we put them in little bloody ghettos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have noticed that is a bit different from the U.S. in that...
Hey, come on, the U.S.
We don't have...
LA, go to LA. Go to LA, girl.
Yeah,
She's from California.
So it's all good. But anyways, ghettos are... Like, we don't call the same thing ghettos as...
no, that used to be the old style.
So, but
I don't know what he's talking about. We don't have ghettos.
yeah,
That's what we don't.
ghettos are like cultural, ethnic communities in Australia.
ethnic communities.
So,
You have certain types of migrants who form their own suburb.
yeah.
Maybe that's what a ghetto is, but no one put them there. They put themselves there.
No, the government puts them there.
No, a lot of times.
Thank you. It's the bloody politicians, huh? The
Whoever it is,
politicians.
it's not the government.
Okay, I'll respond to his question. He was asking about
Come on,
the two-party system in the U.S. versus the two-party system in Australia. I think that, I think there is an issue about democracy not being able to happen as much because the people who come into power a lot of the times are the rich and the wealthy. You have to have enough funding in order to become leaders of those parties. And so I think that's an issue even in democratic nations and stuff. But at the same time, I'm considering my personal, I would be someone who would be in one of the independent parties if I was running for a
but you don't have the money. You don't have the money in
yeah,
the
but
politics.
the independent parties don't
Yeah,
actually...
but you don't have money. You don't have funding.
They don't actually succeed. That's what I'm saying. So I would have probably gone under the Democratic or something. But I don't know. I think people are going to be dissatisfied either way, even if it's a democratic nation, because some people, well, the majority might have one view, but the minority will still get left out. There's always going to be some disagreement there, even if it's even if it's at the political level.
Gandhi, and he changed. He made a nation of it. He took the bombs up.
Mhm.
When he came from South Africa, studying.
Well, there's many great people. Yeah, there are many great. Yeah, there are many great people in history who.
So you got to change. You got America. Who did they kill? You make sure.
Well, I don't agree with what they do. I actually have protested and stuff against the war in Iraq. So that's not necessarily American. That's why I emphasize the difference between who is the leader and who is yeah, there's war issues, but is that my choice? Not necessarily.
Do you have a voice?
I have a voice to speak against it.
Yes or no?
That's true. That's true for any nation, though. Okay, I think that's true for any nation, so I don't really have a problem with the comment. But yeah, go ahead.
Jocelyn, is that your name, Jocelyn?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah. The problem with the war in Iraq is that it's meant to be like a preventive strike. It's meant to stop someone from misusing nuclear weapons or whatever, and that's crap.
I agree with you totally, and that's why I disagree with the president's decision to go to war, because immediately following 9/11, he threatened that. Okay.
Well, stop interrupting her there if you don't want to stop her.
Listen, he comes here for one purpose.
Yeah,
I'm not
look,
trying to interfere
you
with
are interfering.
Just
She was
a
just
moment,
answering the guy's
I'm
question,
speaking
you
to
idiot.
This girl, and I don't need the
She was
likes of
answering
you.
the question,
You're
and now you just
disgusting,
cut it
despicable
off.
individual telling me what I can do. I came up here to let this girl know.
You're suffering
that
from
the way
attention
I don't
deficit
need
disorder.
you,
That's your
just
problem.
ignore him.
You've had 5 minutes out of the spotlight and you've
After
lost
you,
yourself.
right? Then you don't
She's
know.
not an idiot. Stop treating her like she's an idiot.
And you bring alcohol up here, and if it continues, I'll go in and complain
Look,
about
just let the other
alcohol
people
that
speak
you
for
have
once.
laced. He has alcohol, and it's against the law to drink it here, and you'll be the first one to be removed.
You're
little
so
disgusting
petty.
individual.
Why are you so
I
petty?
Say, don't you lecture
Why are you
me.
so petty?
Don't you sit there and lecture me about conduct.
Why are you
Your
so
foul
petty?
mouth.
Okay, anyways, I think that it was